Hello, this is the Ho Chunk language, and the word that I have chosen to present is Mankan. Um, what you'll notice is that it's not written in the IPA with the diacritics that we usually use. Um, I'm using what's called the Nishoch alphabet, which is an alphabet that was made by my late father, and he made the alphabet so that people could type in Ho Chunk just using a regular keyboard and wouldn't require um, any special markings. Um, so for the elongated A, he would use two, like a double vowel, and then the asterisk would indicate a nasal sound. Um, so this would be ma, and then ka, mon ka, which means medicine. And medicine has quite a few different meanings in the Ho Chunk language. Whereas in the English language, you're talking about like pharmaceuticals or like herbal medications. But um, these were two early Native American doctors, Dr. Susan LaFleche and Dr. Charles Eastman. They would what we would call makani. Makani, that's the Ho Chunk word for doctor. And today we would still call them makani. Another way that people used to use the word makani is when they were talking about medicine men or healers, and usually they came from specific clans in the Ho Chunk tribe anyway. And these are what most people would think of when they think of medicine men. There's different kinds of makan. There's the good makan that we use for healing people, and there's the other kind, shishik, which is bad medicine. Um, they were people who used the bad medicine. Those were considered witches, and they were bad. They used it for selfish means or for evil means. And today we still use the words, and we call them wakawang, or we just call them bad people if they're not witches. And today they would be considered like the fake shamans or people who use medicine in the wrong way. Another way that people use the word makan is when they're talking about some of the herbs and plants that were used in prayer and healing. Um, Up in the upper left corner, you see a tobacco tie that you often find tied to trees. There's also sage bundles um, that were used for what's called smudging. Um, People use sweet grass for the same thing, as well as cedar. Another form of makan that people talk about is kind of like what I guess modern day people would call karma, like how you treat people or what kind of energy you put out there, what kind of makan, like what kind of medicine that you're using in your everyday life. How you treat people, we usually come back on you. So if you want to have good come around in your life, then that's what you put out there. And today, when we talk about medicine, even among tribal people, this is what they usually picture. This is the makan that people usually use, and it's usually the first line of defense. It's usually the first thing they go for, and it's lately the only thing they trust. And this is what we used to use. We used to use the plants that were around us. That was our makong. We used to use over on the right, the bloodroot that we used to remove tumors, and also used to use it as a fabric dye, or a clothing dye. There's the lead plant that we used to use to remove parasites from the digestive system. There's catnip that was used to keep insects or bugs away, and elderberry was used to fight influenza, any kind of flu, mostly any kind of virus, really. An introduced plant that quickly became a useful staple among the people was the mullein plant, which is kind of a tall plant, and it was used the same way albuterol is used today, except it doesn't have the negative side effects that albuterol has. This is on the right. You see the stinging nettles, and those are used to fight allergies, and it's also a pretty good resource for nutrients because the nettles are very rich in nutrients, and they would use it as pottage, or even in like a kind of a salad. But of course, you'd have to take the nettles out, or the stinging part of the nettles, and those are usually easily removed. There's the echinacea, which had multiple uses. It was used to super boost the immune system so that people could fight off colds easier, and I probably could have used some. It was also used as an analgesic, and also used as a remedy for toothaches. On the right is jewelweed. Jewelweed was used as a cure for exposure to poison ivy or poison oak. It's also useful in, I guess, stopping the pain from like bee stings or bug bites. Lamb's quarters was a superfood which helped people become, I guess, better nourished so that they can fend off disease and sickness. Plantain. Plantain is another introduced plant that was used to fight off, or you could use it to remedy digestive problems. It was also used as a food, and it can be made into a quick poultice to get rid of mosquito bites and bug bites. It's really effective that way. If you apply it as soon as you're stung, the bug bite or the mosquito bite will disappear in a matter of minutes. But makong could also be considered, I guess, just how you live your life. You know, that circle of life that we all engage in. However you live your life, that's what your medicine is. Everybody has their own. A lot of people think medicine is about spells and rituals and ceremonies, but it's not. It can be just as simple as how you live your own life. And that was my presentation on makong. So, thank you.